Hello, and welcome to another Monday lunchtime live stream. And again, I am on StreamYard, so I'm dual streaming. I've only got one camera now. I don't have to look between the two. So if you are watching from a Facebook group, do visit steamyard.com/Facebook. I'll put it in the chat because if you click this, I can see who you are and who's watching. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about some top tips for Facebook advertising. Okay, so this is not about boosting posts, because boosting posts is a complete waste of time and money. I'm actually going to be talking about the Facebook ads platform. Okay, and the best tip is coming at the end. This is one area, one of my top tips that should be blatantly obvious to everybody, but isn't necessarily blatantly obvious. So I'm going to share that right at the end of the video, and it is the top tip that you really need to know with regards to Facebook ads. So if you are watching, please do say hello. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, you'll have to visit StreamYard. I think I can put this in the comment. So if you are watching on Facebook, please visit StreamYard, and I can see who you are. Otherwise, you'll have to type your name. So, hi, Bex. Love from Bobby or whatever. So, oh, hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. Nice to see you again on a Monday morning. And hi to somebody else. I'm not sure, you've not put your name on, so I don't know who you are. So, yes, lots of highs coming in from Facebook. Hi, guys. Because I'm using StreamYard, it's a bit of new technology. So, you have to click in that link I've put in the comments. I'll put it in again. Otherwise, I don't know who you are, because it's this new tech. I've gone all high tech. So I've put that in the comments again. I think it might have just gone to YouTube, actually. But yeah. Oh, Esther. Hi, Esther. Thanks for putting your name on there. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing my top tips on Facebook ads. And again, if you are watching, if you've got any comments, please do type them. Any questions, please do type them as we're going along, because I'm happy to answer any questions. Facebook ads are phenomenal if you've not used them before. I love Facebook ads. It's one of the most targeted advertising that you can do. It's so clever. It is so clever. And as it's so clever, it can be a little bit complex. Okay, so for those of you that have boosted a post, where you've written a post on Facebook and clicked boost, then it's dead easy, isn't it? You select a bit of an audience, put your image in there, put your text in there, post it on your page, and then it boosts. Then you click boost and it sends it out there. But actually, when you click boost on a post, it's actually it really is quite a waste of money, because Facebook is only boosting that post to people who they know will engage with it. So they're not necessarily targeting at your audience that will buy from you. They're sending it to someone who will likely to engage. So your metrics, your data looks better. So you think your ad's done really well, but you don't necessarily get any sales from it. The Facebook ads platform is entirely different. Oh, hi, Dawn. Thanks for saying hello. Okay. So what is Facebook ad and what could it do? Well, apart from it just going on your news feed and other people's news feeds, you can set up a Facebook ad to go to Instagram. You can set it up to go to Marketplace. You can set it up to pop in people's stories. You can set it up to go in the space on the right side when you're on the PC, on the right side, stream over there. And when people are watching video streams, you can get ads popping up in video streams if they're appropriate. And also Facebook has other advertising that it procures outside of Facebook, outside of Instagram as well. So as well, your ads can go wider than Facebook, which is really quite exciting. Okay, but the most exciting thing that I love about Facebook ads is the targeting. Okay, so I've done a little example today for you with regards to targeting, because it is really clever. So say if you were looking at, say if you had a vintage car that you were hiring out for people for weddings, for example, what you would do is you would target probably women, because they tend to sort out a lot of the wedding arrangements. So you target women who are obviously interested in weddings because they're about to get married. And Facebook knows they're interested in weddings without them saying they're interested in weddings, because it can see what they're clicking on with Facebook and Instagram. So they can tell what their users are interested in, whether they've registered that interest or not. You could set it to say, right, I want to target people in Altrincham, because maybe they've got higher budget in those sorts of areas. You want to target maybe mothers with children aged 0 to 12 months. You can be that specific. So again, if you've got baby products for mothers, then you can target mothers with that age children, which is really, really good. You can target people that like shabby chic or vintage clothing, for example. But if you were obviously looking for cars, then you would basically target people that liked vintage cars, but you could also put in the criteria and say, but don't like limousines, for example, because maybe your target audience, if they're weddings, they're more going to go for vintage cars than they are for a limousine. So you want to exclude all those people that love limousines and are probably going to hire limousines for the wedding. You want to be targeting people that actually love. Your ads are just going to people that love vintage cars. Your ads are not going to people that favour limousines, for example. So again, it's phenomenal what you can do with Facebook ads. So I'm just going to share some top tips. Okay. One of the things, my first top tip is that people tend to go with a massive wide audience, really quite broad, and give them a load of sales pitch. Now, the thing is if people have never heard from you before, you've got to get into the mindset of why people are on Facebook. They're on there to be entertained by the family and the friends. They don't necessarily want to be sold to, because if they were looking to buy, they'd go to Google and they'd buy over there. Okay, so some of the best performing ads are when you just serve ads to your followers, because they already follow you, they know you, and they trust you, and hopefully like you. So therefore, they're much more in a position to buy. So your conversion rates for your ads through to sale is going to be really quite economical. Okay, you're going to get a much better return on investment by serving particularly sales pitches to those people that have already heard from you. And as we know, as I've told you on numerous of these live streams, when you put a post on your Facebook page, it's probably only going to go to between 2 and 8% of the people that follow your page, unless it's a really engaging ad. Therefore, the majority of people that follow your page are probably never going to see any posts from you. But if you serve them an ad, they're much more likely to see it, and they're much more likely to be in a position to buy. Okay. My other top tip as well is make sure you put the Facebook pixel and set that up. So a Facebook pixel is a bit like a little bit of data, that recording data. So it's a bit like a bit of a tape recorder that sits on your website, and it records people who are visiting your website. Okay. Now the beauty about that, because it's a piece of Facebook tech, it can then feed that information back to your adverts, so that then you can set up adverts to just people who have visited your website. So again, people who have visited your website have heard of you, they're quite interested. So therefore, you just serve ads to people who visit your website. So advertising is so much more powerful on Facebook when you serve ads to people that already know you. You get a much higher return on investment. Warm audiences you can't beat. Now, if you are going for the mass market, for people who haven't heard from you, then you might want to warm them up beforehand. You've either got to have an amazing, amazing offer that you've done your research on all your audience, that you know they're in a position to buy, they're going to love it. Okay. Or you start sending them some information that's a bit of a taster for what you do, that's a bit that you can offer for free. So for example, I've got an online Facebook course which teaches people how to get fantastic organic reach, free reach on their Facebook page. So I've got an online course for this. So I serve ads to people who've never heard of me, but I don't try and sell them the course. I actually just give them an element of that course for free, and it's very targeted. So at the moment, I'm offering how to set up a Facebook page for free. So I am targeting individuals who, in different sectors, I'm trying different sectors, but I'm also targeting people that aren't currently Facebook admins, because if they're not a Facebook admin, I know they haven't got a Facebook page. So having a free tutorials on how to set up a Facebook page is going to be really useful. Okay. So I'm offering that for free, and in return, they're clicking through the website, my Facebook pixels capturing them, and then I can reserve ads to them. Okay, so really powerful stuff. Okay, so again, you know, that's how you kind of create that warm audience. You're taking them on a journey, okay, giving them a bit of free content, warming them up, get them to know you, and then you can start selling to them. It's a bit like, you know, it's a sales funnel, basically, for those who know about marketing and sales funnels. Okay, right. So the other top tip is, if you are running Facebook ads, is always invite those that like or comment on your ad, always invite them to like your page. Now, a lot of people forget this or don't realize that you can. Running Facebook ads is a really powerful way of growing your page's followers, but not only growing your page's followers, it's growing your page's followers in the audience that you want to grow, in the audience you want to target. Okay, so we're growing those. So as people like it and comment on it, we're inviting them to follow our page. They are our target audience. They are the people who we want to talk to. They are our potential customers. It's not just some random people following our page. So again, making sure using Facebook ads to grow our followers on our page. Okay. Now, the other thing as well is, if you are running Facebook ads, don't just do one audience and one ad. Okay. So don't select one audience, such as women who are 35 that like weddings and vintage cars. You know, select men, because it might be men that actually give you the better return on investment if they're looking for that vintage car. So do run adverts to the both of them. Try women, try men, and see which gets you the better return on investment, see which gets you the sale, basically. So do test that. Test your images as well. Do different ads. The beauty about your Facebook ads campaign is you can run ads to one audience, but you can give them different adverts, and you can see which one performs the best. So you can test whether it's a single image, a carousel, which is a number of different images that scroll past, which is really good for sort of e-commerce, works really well for e-commerce products. You might have seen quite a few for sort of clothes and things like that. And also videos do really well as well, but they've got to be short videos. And again, I've done I've done the stream a few weeks about some, you know, putting good image out there. Okay, so I've got 3 more tips left. My other tip is, when you've created your ads, you've got your ads running, you're asking them, the call to action is to go onto the website, you maybe download a free bit of information, or, you know, buy a certain product if they're ready to buy. Then make sure that your landing page on the website is relatable to the audience that you're targeting. Yeah. So if you're targeting women who are like weddings and things like that, when they land on your page, it's got to have some sort of wedding related imagery. There's no point them landing on a garage that has loads of different cars for hire when actually you're trying to sell them the dream of their weddings. You know, if you're trying to sell them that vintage car, they've got to land on there with a beautiful vintage car in front of a beautiful wedding backdrop that they think, wow, yes, I want that car. Okay, not just a picture of a garage. Okay, so again, think about that landing page. Make sure that landing page is talking to the audience that you're targeting. Really important. And the other really important thing as well is, make sure that your Facebook page, when you are running ads, is spot on. Okay, when you're running ads, people may make a decision to buy by clicking through your Facebook page profile and having a look at your page. And if your page hasn't posted anything for months, if it hasn't got any good reviews on there, if the images aren't very good, then that's going to lead to mistrust. Okay. Your Facebook page is your most valuable asset when you are running Facebook ads. Okay. If you have an engaging Facebook page, organically, free, if you've got people engaging, then your Facebook ads are going to do better. Facebook does prioritize those pages that are engaged or are active and do really well. They do better, generally speaking, with advertising as well. With their ads tend to be cheaper. Okay. So my final point then, bringing all this together, is when you're doing Facebook ads, is make sure you know what works well organically. Okay. You've got your Facebook page. Test your Facebook page to see what works well. Those posts that have made people stop, that have made people look, that have made people comment and like, that have led to some sales, are generally the ones that do better in ads. People often make the mistake of posting lots of content on the Facebook page and then doing the ads in a completely different salesy way. Now, that's fine if the people know you, like you, trust you, and are ready to buy. But if they've never heard of you, you've got to give them content that you know people like. And the way you know people like it is by sharing and using the content that you've posted in the past, going through it, looking at the statistics, looking at the analytics that you've got available, the insights, as they're called on Facebook, and make sure, have a look, which ones are the best, and repurpose that content into a Facebook ad. And because the thing about Facebook ads, which are different to boosting posts, if you boost a post, that ad is basically sat in your timeline. With Facebook ads, your Facebook ads never sit in your timeline, in your newsfeed bit on your page. So people are not going to see those ads unless they know where to look. Okay, so use your organic content. And this is the biggest tip that I can tell anyone that is going to be the most effective, is look what has really engaged your audience freely, and use that and build on that in your ads campaign. Okay. So those are some of my top tips. Again, if you've got any questions, do give us a shout. I have got a Facebook ads workshop coming up on the week of the 9th of June, which is quite exciting, actually. We're going to be doing an hour every day. So if you've not used Facebook ads, I'm going to be taking you through step by step over the period of the week of the 9th of June. And we'll be going to do it online on Zoom. And I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your ads, how the ads platform works, how to analyze what ads have done well and what haven't, how to duplicate your ads, and how to really create an ad campaign that can really help to drive and improve the reach of your business. So if you're interested in that, jump onto my Facebook page. I'll put the comment underneath the YouTube. I'll put a link to the YouTube link as well. Or if you're on my Facebook, look on my Facebook page, Social Media Executive. There's a link on the events there to that workshop. But that's going to be really good. And I've been running some fantastic workshops recently. I did LinkedIn the other week. And now we're doing it on Zoom. It's great because it's accessible to everybody, but it is only limited to 10 people. So again, there's only 10 people for that workshop, and it is only £99 each for the whole week, those 4 sessions. So so do try and book early if you can, because I have quite a lot of interest for this one. And I keep it to 10 because I actually work with you all through the week. So 10 is the maximum I can manage. So again, if there are any more questions, then I will see you next week. Next week, I'm going to be talking a bit about Pinterest content, okay, and how you can optimize Pinterest. Fantastic for those of you with e-commerce. So I'm going to be talking a bit about Pinterest and pins, what creates a good pin. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Dawn. Thanks, Esther. Thanks, Amanda. And I will see you all next week at 12:30. Don't forget your lunch, guys. Okay, see you later. Bye.